What's good, everyone? Hello, and welcome back for another movie reaction. If you're new here, hi, I'm KL. Ash Williams, great character, fun to watch. Bruce Campbell is amazing as him. I watched the first two Evil Dead movies not that long ago. I put them in a 2-for-1 edit here on the channel. If you happen to miss that, click up here or in the description and pinned comment. I just wanted to continue right along. So today we're watching the third one, Army of Darkness, 1992, I believe. I am watching the Screwhead edition, which is apparently just the theatrical version with upgraded visuals and sound. So I'm very excited to watch that. I have no idea who else is in this movie with Bruce, and I'm really not sure specifically what it's about. I'm gonna assume it's a direct continuation off of the last movie, which ended in quite the way, certainly a way that I was not expecting, but it was a fun ending. I'm just excited to see Bruce again. I'm excited to see Ash again. This is gonna be fun. This movie is also very short. This version, at least, is like 80 minutes long, which these days is like a long TV show episode. So yeah, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you want the full-length watch along, you'll find that over on my Patreon. I do have an Evil Dead collection, so if you're interested in like only watching the full-length versions of these movies specifically, you can just grab the collection if you want. Membership will obviously grant you access to this reaction plus everything I've done. However you choose to support is up to you. Thank you so much if you do choose to do that. And before we get into the movie, subscribe. That would be fantastic. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the movie. Forgot to mention, I do know this is directed by Sam Raimi again.
My name is Ash, and I am a slave. Close as I can figure it, the year is 1300 AD. I had a real life once.
Hardware, Al 12.
Ash backstory, wow.
Together we drove to a small cabin in the mountains. It seems an archaeologist had come to this remote place to translate and study his latest find, the Book of the Dead. The book awoke something dark in the woods.
Is that the third Linda actress?
It got into my hand and it went bad, so I lopped it off at the wrist.
By the way, I've since gone and rewatched the scenes with Bruce in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Obviously didn't understand why that was so funny at the time. I still thought it was funny, but now it's even funnier. Great timing on that. It's done perfectly.
Easy now, Chief. I'm not looking for any trouble.
I believe he is the one written of in the Necronomicon. He who's prophesied to fall from the heavens and deliver us from the terrors of the Deadites.
Likely, he's one of Henry's men! To the pit with him!
But you saw him fall out of the sky with a car, and you don't even know what a car is. Careful with that. I appreciate the continuity with all the scratches on his face.
Where is my brother?
He fell in battle to Duke Henry's men. I'm sorry, she.
Wait, she looks familiar. Ugh. I've no clue how he gets out of this. No thoughts. Maybe oh. Never mind.
You, sir, are not one of my vassals. Who are you?
Who wants to know?
He does,
I am
clearly.
Henry the Red, Duke of Shale, Lord of the Northlands and leader of its peoples.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
There is an evil awakened in this land.
You, Henry the Red, wage war on us.
It was you who first turned your swords on us, and this evil is befouled my people as well.
May God have mercy upon your souls.
Bruce is looking mighty good in this movie. I will just say that.
Into the pit with those bloodthirsty sons of war!
He's escaping! Hold him!
Oh gosh.
Whoa, whoa. You gotta understand, man. I never even saw these assholes before. You gotta tell him you don't know me. We never met. Tell him.
I didn't think he'll listen, lad.
Again, did a bunch of these people not witness him fall from the sky?
You got the wrong guy.
Hello? I thought the pit was deeper than this, based on the last guy. It's a little confusing. Also, who is this acrobatic witch? I just want him to get his chainsaw back. Oh god, I hate this. Nope, 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 nope.
Strange one!
Are you gonna help? Beautiful. Hell yeah. Stop the spikes! Stop the spikes! I feel like there's space on either side of these. Can we just not run off to the side? Ew, what the fuck? Oh my god. What a face. Get off. Can we grab the chain?
You know your shoelace is untied. Who wants some? Who's next? Who wants some? Huh? Who wants? You want some more? Huh? Now get on those horses and get out of here.
Go.
For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
Good luck.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads. This is my boomstick! S-Mart's top of the line. Find us
Boomstick.
in the sporting goods department.
They don't know what that is, my guy.
Shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that?
That felt like a built-in ad. I know it wasn't, obviously, but... How are you still alive? Oh, is this where everyone's going to see him differently now?
Let's talk about how I get back home.
Yeah, how do we do that? I wonder. Oh, gosh. I do not like this man's bangs.
I prithee to forgive me, my lord. I believe thee one of Henry's men.
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. So what's the deal? Can you send me back or not?
Only the Necronomicon has the power. Within its pages are passages that can send you back to your time. Only you, the promised one, can quest for it.
Just send me back to my own time, pronto, today.
He literally just told you how we have to do it. You're on a quest. A quest for the Holy Grail.
You shall die! We shall feast upon your souls!
Creepy. Careful.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Damn.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, the camera work is crazy right now.
If the Necronomicon fell into the hands of the Deadites, all mankind will be consumed by this evil. Now will thou quest for the book.
I definitely expected him to say something right then.
That one.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's pretty dope.
Groovy.
Groovy. I do like that. I will miss Chainsaw Hand, though.
What's the matter? You raising a barn? Shut the door. Probably was raising a barn with all the other primitives.
Can we not call them primitives?
The wise men say that thou art the promised one. 'Tis said that thou wilt journey for the book to help us, and that thou wilt lead our people against the evil.
Only reason I'm going to get the book is to get home.
I believe that thou wilt be leaving in the morning.
Don't touch that. Your primitive intellect wouldn't understand alloys and compositions and things with molecular structures in the... What are you doing here anyway?
Do you even understand it?
All of my hopes and prayers go with thee, and I made this for thee.
Good, I could use a horse blanket.
Nash.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Oh my god, what? Oh gosh. I think I hate that line. Not actually hate, but like... Hey, he's actually wearing it on his back.
This path will lead you to an unholy place, a cemetery. There the Necronomicon awaits. When thou retrievest the book from its cradle, you must recite the words Klaatu Verata Nictu.
Klaatu Verata Nicto. Okay.
Well, repeat them.
Klaatu Verata Nicto.
Again!
I got it! I got it! If I get that book, you send me back. Yeah!
Why do I feel like it's not going to be that easy? Feels too easy.
What is it, boy?
I feel like that means we're in the right place.
Come on!
Tree splitting is cool. Ouch. I didn't even realize we brought the chainsaw with us. Oh my gosh, this camera work is nuts. I know I just said that like 10 minutes ago, but... Jeez. Gosh. Whoa, that's cool. The fuck? What is...
Ramming speed!
Ready, aim, fire!
Lousy little...
Why is that even on?
London Bridge is falling down. Falling down.
My fair lady!
This looks like it was fun for him to film. I'm finding this really silly. Ew. Ew.
Okay, little fella.
Oh my god.
Dear God, it's growing bigger!
That moon is massive. Once again, what in the fuck?
I'm blind. I'm blind.
I want to watch these scenes slower because I feel like that was Bruce in a stunt double.
I'm bad, Ash. And you're good, Ash. You're goody little two shoes. Little goody two shoes.
Good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Yes, you are. That was a really hot moment, won't lie. We're making some slices. I wouldn't even bother doing this, honestly. That's so much work.
You shall never retrieve the Necronomicon. You'll die in the graveyard before you get it.
What's that you got on your face?
Huh?
Like, all I'm saying is we know that burying them doesn't matter. We could save the effort and the time. Is it really just sitting right there? Sure is. Oh.
3 books. Nobody said anything about 3 books.
Take them all. We'll try them all. Oh no. Probably not that book.
Whoa. Wrong book.
I feel like we're going through the same thought process right now. Like, I was thinking that book because it was on the round thing, but I'm like, but what if that was intentional? Maybe they think we would pick that one because it's on the round thing. This is acting like the Monster Book of Monsters. Not that one.
Well,
Or is this one going to do something crazy too?
say the words. Klaatu, Verata,
Don't tell me you forgot.
necktie, nectar, nickel.
Should have wrote it down.
Klaatu, Verata,
You're in a real pickle.
That's it.
Also, should we be saying this out loud in front of all 3 books? Are we sure those other 2 books are just like joke books?
Hey, wait a minute. Everything's cool. I said the word.
Not quite. Not good enough.
Something's wrong. Something's amiss.
Dang it. I think Bruce must really enjoy just getting slapped around. By himself or otherwise. Ah, why would you?
I'll crush you! I'll mash and paste you, bony creepy!
So far, this movie feels like there's not going to be a single moment where I'm genuinely scared at all. This is really giving like Evil Dead the comedy to me.
I did my part. Now I want back. Like in the deal.
See what I mean? Why go through that trouble?
Live again.
Cool visuals. Love the makeup work, effects work.
The promised one's return!
And then close it immediately.
Yeah, great. Get the fuck out of my face.
Ash, you could be a little kinder.
Did you bring the Necronomicon?
Here. Now send me back.
When you removed the Necronomicon from the cradle, did you speak the words?
Look, maybe I didn't say every single little tiny syllable, no, but basically I said them, yeah.
When thou misspoke the words, the army of the dead awoke.
You said that you could clean this mess up once you got that book.
But it was crucial to say those words right.
The evil has a terrible hunger for the Necronomicon.
And it will come here to get it.
You wanted the damn book. I got it for you. I did my part. Now you send me back.
The wise men shall return you to your own time.
I thought he was the one.
Yeah, right. When do you think we can start with all the...
Aww. Everyone's sad.
I knew we couldn't be trusted.
I still believe that thou wilt help us.
Oh, Sheila. Don't you get it? I didn't have what it took. So long.
But what of the things that we've shared? What of all the sweet words that you spoke in private?
Oh, well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
It was more than that. I still believe that thou wilt stay and save us. Coward.
Oh, come on, Ash. I mean, we know he's going to help them. Thank you. Thank you. My thoughts exactly?
Damn you! Dig, damn you! Dig faster! I shall command every worm-infested son of a bitch. We shall storm their castle and get my book.
I love this. Imagine being awoken from the dead and being made to shovel right away.
Give me some sugar, baby. Now, ain't you a sweet little thing?
That's got to be the line in this movie. Like, I know he said groovy again, but give me some sugar, baby. I feel like I'll... Ew.
We got plans for you, girly girl!
Wait, who are...
A scout approaches!
An army of the dead gather in the wilderness, and they approach the castle.
How far from here?
We're 2 days' ride.
2 days? That was 2 days away?
I'm afraid to swallow us oath. Die!
That's it. Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to Mama.
Brother, you...
I'm through running. I say we stay here and fight it out.
You were just about to run
Men
yourself.
from the future, loud-mouthed braggarts.
Nope.
Yeah.
How will we fight an army of the dead at our castle walls?
We are but 60 men.
Then we'll get Henry the Red and his men to fight with us. Now, who's with me?
Nobody wants to be the first to be like, me.
I'll stand by you.
You can count on my steel.
His sword's by his side.
I'll bend my bow to your will, sir.
Well, my dear, say hello to the boys.
So Bruce is doing this voice, right? It's definitely him in there.
Oh, there's a sight for sore bones.
It's a sight for sore bones.
I may be bad, but I feel good.
To the castle!
Why am I kind of rooting for the Army of the Dead, though? They seem far more interesting. Oh, gosh. Chemistry 101, eh?
Hey! Yeah!
There's so damn many of them.
You know what I'm looking forward to with this Army of the Dead battle? Being able to see it compared to Game of Thrones.
Maybe I'm a Chinese jet pilot.
That's what I would, if I was coming back as an, yeah, I'd be one of these guys playing an instrument. Preferably the drums.
I get those rocks up, mister, on the double! Ready to catapult!
Is this movie still categorized as a horror? Because if so, I don't know. I better see this as a horror / comedy, even though I don't agree with horror in the first place.
I'll rip his bones.
Look at all this light and shadow, detail.
Where are they keeping my book?
There, my lord. Beyond the wall. That would be the most likely place.
Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war!
That one skeleton on the other horse just like moving like this.
Fire! Advance, you
Catapults.
It would have been fun playing one of those extras. You're allowed to be friends, it's fine. Those are massive stones.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Shame. I just love that they're all supposed to be skeletons, but it's just people in skeleton costumes.
Say hello to the 21st century.
Oh gosh. That's a fun shot.
Bye-bye.
This car looks like something like a 12-year-old boy thought up and built. I love it. She kind of be like Melisandre, though.
Sheila.
Aw, well, it didn't last very long. Oh, you are here now. Hello.
Duke Henry and his men have come!
How did we inform them? Doesn't matter. It would have been fun making all of those, skeletons for them to break apart. I'm starting to doubt that is Bruce now. It might be someone else. I'll have to wait for the credits.
I'll cut your gizzard out.
Oh, we have a big bag of rocks.
Where'd he go? Hey!
Come to Papa.
Goryo's fun.
You found me beautiful once.
Honey, you got real ugly.
They could have made her uglier, I feel.
Here we are.
Nice.
You're going down.
I'm going up.
You're pissing me off, you ugly son of a bitch! I'll spoil those good looks! Backstabber!
Get the book, get the book, get the book. Okay, let's get the book. Of course, this isn't over yet. How?
At last, the book! I possess the Necronomicon!
You're going for a ride.
Huh? No!
How did that even stick to his ass in the first place? I can't ask these questions with this movie. Welcome back. Okay. It's like we just fought together. Can't be friends?
The book tells us that once you drink this liquid and recite the words Clatu Verata Nicto, thou shalt awaken in thine own time. You must recite the words exactly.
He just told you what they were. I laughed at her name reveal being Sheila, by the way, because that just didn't make sense for this time.
Thought about staying. They offered me the chance to lead them, to teach them, to be king. But my place is here, so I swallowed the juice, said the words, and here I am.
Did you say the words right this time?
Clearly.
Basically, I said them, yeah. Basically.
You know that story about how you could have been king?
I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
He still has the marks on him, too. Man, he really can't escape this shit. Yeah, lucky for him. Stores like this sell guns.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash. Housewares.
I'll swallow your soul!
Come get some.
Come get some. Did I just hear an audience go like, ooh, who is here to
Or I
do
could have
that?
stayed in the past.
Oh, okay, there are people here.
Could have even been king.
That just didn't make any sense.
I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
I cannot with the lines in this. Written by Sam and Ivan. I know cast is about to come up, but I'm gonna have to... Oh, she was in Schindler's List. Yeah, that's where I know her from. Okay, before we get into the review, this disc comes with an alternate ending. I saw that it was only a few minutes long, so I'm going to watch and react to that now. Original ending.
The book tells us that each drop allows a man to sleep for a century. Swallow 6 drops, and thou shalt awaken in thine own time.
Oh, bless your soul.
Yeah, this is quite different. So by original ending, was this like the ending that you all saw back in the day, or?
Six drops. 1, 2.
6. Ash!
5.
Brother.
6.
That really knocked him out.
Manufactured products. Oh, God. No. No. I slept too long.
Yeah, you think? Apparently you can't count to 6 properly. Oh gosh. I think I like the S-Mart ending better, actually. Yeah. Okay, so Evil Dead 2 is a horror comedy, which, yeah, fair, valid. I'm really happy to see that Army of Darkness, well, there's contradicting things here. We've got IMDb saying it's a horror comedy also, but the Wikipedia says dark fantasy comedy. No mention of horror. I think I prefer that because this movie was absolutely ridiculous. And sure, Evil Dead 1 and 2 were also pretty ridiculous in their own ways as well. But this one just went silly on a whole other level that it means for me that this is my least favorite of the trilogy. But that's okay, because was this still fun? Absolutely. Did I laugh? Absolutely. Did I enjoy a lot of the visuals? Yes, definitely. Bruce fighting 3 or 4 miniature versions of himself. Ash, rather, not Bruce. That was ridiculous. And all of the skeletons, both the ones that were made and then inserted into the footage, but also like all the extras that were in costumes being skeleton men. Yeah, it was fun. It was still fun to watch. It was just so ridiculous. And the lines here, oh my God. That sugar line. Give me some sugar, baby. I mean, caught me off guard. Didn't expect it to be said another time, and then it was. I think he said it 2 more times. And then there was another ridiculous. There were, like, I expected groovy again, just because that was such an iconic line from the second movie. I didn't expect the lines to just get more and, like, just even more ridiculous. Anyway, groan-worthy sometimes? Absolutely. Also, I didn't like how Ash was, like, kind of a dick for the first bit of this movie. Like, unnecessarily rude, kind of a sexist prick. That's not the Ash I know. I'm just gonna erase that from my memory. Didn't love it, but then runtime kept going. Ash kind of went back into the guy that we knew and loved from the first 2, but just amped up even more. And I love how he was kind of seen as like the leader. Like, he's teaching them how to fight, which in my mind, I'm like, shouldn't that be the other way around? Shouldn't they be teaching you how to fight? Just saying. But it was just ridiculous, fun. I really don't. I genuinely, truly do not know that I have much else to say about this one, honestly. Something I will say is that I think I do miss the, like, weirdly, I do miss like the blood and gore from the first two films. It was just something that, for me, set the tone of kind of what this franchise would be. And, you know, so seeing it in one, getting a lot of it in two as well, I kind of just expected more of that here. And then we didn't really have that at all. I was surprised to realize that I missed it, but I did. So anyway, do I plan to continue watching the movies? I would like to. I genuinely would. I think there's 2 more left. The next one was made in 2013, which is crazy. Like, that just shows to me that this trilogy was kind of a one and done. Seems like no one really planned. I know that Sam Raimi did not do the next one, if not both of them. It's kind of cool knowing that like someone kind of picked up on it and went, you know what, Evil Dead is great, let's do another one. I'm interested in continuing. When I will get around to that, I'm not sure, but I am intrigued. I believe Bruce is in all of them, if I'm not mistaken. So to see him older as this character, I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, anyway, this was just crazy. I'm grateful the runtime was short, honestly. Like, I know all these movies are short, like the first 2 were as well. But this one, even just being like a minute or an hour 21, that was, in my mind, like a perfect amount of time. I would be curious to eventually watch the director's cut, though. I will say, though, Bruce did look the best as Ash in this movie. You know, he's a little bit older, 10 years, in fact, or 11 years from the first Evil Dead movie. So, like, you know, yeah, he looked good. I am definitely interested in knowing which ending is your favorite, what you prefer. I'm interested in knowing, like, what your favorite moment of this movie was. I think for me, just the whole fight with all of the Army of the Dead was enjoyable. I'll tell you my least favorite. I actually didn't love Ash fighting all those mini versions of himself. That just felt pretty, like, just a little too much cartoony for me. I won't lie. Although it looked like Bruce had a freaking hell of a time doing that, though. In fact, it looked like everyone had a super fun time making this movie. So I love that for them. I feel like these movies in general just are fun to make because it's kind of like anything goes. And it doesn't even really matter if you like mess up or not, because it would just add to the charm, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments down below. All right, with that, I don't have anything else left to say. I'm gonna go to Letterboxd now. I'm very intrigued to scroll through the reviews on this movie specifically. So let's go check it out. 4 stars. Don't know what it was about Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 that made Sam Raimi look back at them and decide that the only logical conclusion to the trilogy was to send Ash to 1300 AD to fight a skeleton army, but I absolutely love where his mind was at. 5 stars. Bruce Campbell was Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey was Jim Carrey. I can see that, actually. Yes, I agree. Not going to include this on screen, but yeah, I just saw a review where someone said Game of Thrones Season 8 wishes it could do what this film does. 4 stars. We should all just pretend that this movie is called The Medieval Dead, as it was originally intended. They can't stop all of us. I love that title. That's funnier than Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness actually sounds like a proper horror movie. Medieval Dead is goofy, just like the movie. 4 stars. My pronouns are now she and bitch, please and thank you. All right, it's the time of the video. Time for you guys to leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my reaction. I really appreciate it. If you happen to watch this one prior to watching my Evil Dead 1 and 2 reactions, again, link is in description in the pinned comment. Yeah, let's talk about it. And let me know if you would like me to continue. If you want to watch something else of mine, some links will pop up on the screen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'd so appreciate that. Links to Patreon, my reactor page, all that good stuff. Always description, pinned comment. Thank you guys. You're the best. All right. We will see you in the next reaction, whichever one you tune into next. Until then, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and stay groovy.